Sup guys, Christos here. In today's video, I'm going to share with you 4 different ways that anyone can make money on the biggest social media platform in the world, Facebook. Now, whilst I don't need to explain to you guys what Facebook is, one thing that many people don't realize is that it can be utilized in a way that is much more greater than just a social media platform, and it has been responsible for a large chunk of my own personal income over the past 4 years. So, let's not waste any more time. The only thing that I ask from you guys is, if you do find this video valuable, then be sure to hit that like button at some point throughout the video. But having said that, let's jump straight in. Okay, so method number 1, and let's get the most obvious one out of the way first, and that is using the Facebook Marketplace tool to sell your unwanted items. If you didn't know where to find this on the mobile app, you should actually see a marketplace icon at the bottom of your Facebook app, and on desktop, you should see the marketplace option down the left-hand side. Either way, this is a method that anyone, and I mean anyone, can make some quick money using this platform. One thing that I've said quite often on this channel in the past is that I believe that everyone has at least £1,000 worth of unwanted goods in their house that they can just simply sell on. Whether that's clothes that you don't wear anymore, old computer games, or unwanted birthday or Christmas presents. Using the Facebook Marketplace feature is a fantastic way to generate some quick cash. Okay, so now we've got that one out of the way, let's now actually move on to method number 2 in the ways that you can make money from Facebook, and that is through the form of a Facebook group. This is essentially a page that you can set up and manage around a certain niche that you're passionate about, and essentially allow fellow members of that community to join and engage. To create a Facebook group, it's incredibly easy. On mobile, you simply go down to the bottom of your app, click the groups icon, and then you will see at the top a plus sign, and if you were to click on that, you can go ahead and create your group. Once again, if desktop is your preferred device, then head over to the groups icon on the left hand side, and once again you're going to see a button on there that says create group. One of my favorite things about Facebook groups is that you can literally create a group about anything. Whether you're into personal finance or making money like me, or whether you're just into anime, films or sports, there is a chance to monetize by talking about your passion, and there are several ways that you can actually do this. First way is going to be through something called affiliate links. This is simply where you can share a special link from maybe a product that you bought or a service you use, and if someone clicks on that link and makes a purchase, you will receive a cut of that in the form of a commission. Just using myself as an example, I currently run a Facebook group of my own that teaches people how to sell on Amazon, and within that group I have a section that displays all of the different tools that I use to run my reselling business. And simply from there, every time someone decides to sign up for a tool that I'm recommending, for every month that they are a paying member, that service will pay me a 33% commission of the profits as a simple thank you for bringing them new business. One thing that I really like about this method of making money is that if you do this correctly, and by correctly I mean you are not just simply selling products to your viewers, instead what you are doing is providing free value based on your own experiences. If those people were to go ahead and sign up for the services that you are promoting, there will be absolutely no extra cost to that viewer, making the whole scenario as pretty much a win-win and win scenario. You're going to be making the product or service money, the product or service is going to be paying you commission in terms of a thank you for bringing them new business, and then with the viewer, you are providing them value by sharing the different tools that you use to run your business successfully. Now, if you wanted to learn a bit more about affiliate marketing, because I've only just gone over the basics there, I do have a beginner's video that I will leave in the description down below for you to check out once you've finished watching this one. Okay, so just going back to Facebook groups, and the second way that you can use Facebook groups to make money is through external services such as coaching and mentoring. Just using myself as an example once again with my reselling group, what I like to do in the Facebook group is give as much free value as I possibly can to the masses, but at the same time also offer the option of paid coaching for those that are looking for a more intense learning experience. Once again, I'm not ramming this service down their throat. What I'm doing instead is building up that trust with my audience by giving that free value, and it pretty much sells itself because the people that want to have that more intimate learning experience will reach out to me naturally without me having to kind of sound a little bit desperate in terms of selling my service. So when it comes to just giving a quick tip on this, do not go ahead and create a Facebook group and from day one start offering coaching and paid services and things like that. Create a Facebook group, start giving some value, build an audience, and from there your audience will naturally probably start to ask you about different things that you can potentially offer. That would be a really good time to start offering coaching. But just to summarize, that is Facebook groups, another fantastic way to make money on Facebook. But it is important to remember with this method, you need to provide value, build an audience, and from there you can begin to monetize. Okay, so method number 3 on the ways to make money from Facebook is by creating content. This is where you can simply create videos, host live streams, and publish articles, and from there monetize these in many different ways. In fact, speaking of making money from your content on Facebook, things are actually going to get a lot better because the Facebook team has actually recently released a $1 billion creator fund as an incentive to get more creators to join the platform. And when it comes to the ways that you can actually get access to this funding and make money through video content on Facebook, it's actually going to be very similar to the other platforms like YouTube and TikTok. And let's start off with the first opportunity, and that is through Facebook ads. And just like YouTube, this is where you can simply place video ads which companies will pay Facebook for, and in return you will get a cut of that revenue. However, the one thing to note here is that before you actually go ahead and use this method, you are, just like YouTube, going to have to go ahead and meet a certain criteria or requirement of 10,000 page followers, but don't let that number haunt you as it's very much achievable. But let's actually move on to some more realistic ways that you can make money through this video content. And once again, let's start off with affiliate links. In your Facebook videos, you can potentially mention products or services, and just like you can in Facebook groups, create a link for your viewers to head to, and if they were interested and they ended up making a purchase, you would once again receive a commission from that product or service. From there, you also have membership services that you can direct viewers towards, such as Patreon, where you can essentially charge a small fee and give viewers additional benefits such as exclusive videos and priority replies to comments. And then finally, you can also run things called sponsored videos within your video content, where essentially a brand will pay you to mention their product or service during the content that you're creating, and then in return they will pay you a fee. However, with this one, it's really important to read Facebook's terms and conditions around this, as it can vary from platform to platform. What I will do is leave a link in the description to those terms and conditions if you are interested. But having said that, I believe that Facebook very much has a goal of evolving into more of a media network, and with their pledges to create a larger creator fund, this could be a great opportunity to start creating content and making money in the long term on the platform. Alright, so method number 4 on the ways to make money on Facebook is by actually taking control of other people's Facebook accounts. No, I'm not talking about watching iRobot and learning how to hack people. What I'm talking about here is something called social media marketing, and it's actually going to be much more simple than you think. Basically, what we're experiencing right now is a massive cultural shift into the digital world. More and more people are ditching their daily newspaper. Teenagers now watch YouTube instead of the traditional television, and it's safe to say pretty much everyone now has a smartphone. And what this all essentially does is creates a big opportunity for businesses to advertise and grow their services with the power of social media, and using a website like Facebook is going to be at the forefront of that. And this is where you can come in. What you can essentially do is offer a service to create or manage accounts for these businesses that may not have the time to spend doing outreach on Facebook because they're simply running their businesses, and in return you can charge a monthly retainer. For example, one thing that you could do is set a certain amount every single month, which of course you can determine at your own will on what the going rate is. Create engaging posts and answer questions for that business on their Facebook page. This is obviously obviously going to create a better community for that business, bring value to that business owner, and of course, in return, bring you some extra money. However, whilst this is all well and good and a completely legitimate way to make money on Facebook, where I think the big money lies is within the social media marketing area, where essentially what you can do is charge a client a large retainer, and with some of that money, what you can actually start doing is running ads on the Facebook platform to help them generate new business. This is really good because not only will the business see a direct return on their investment from your service, but also upon seeing this, they might want to increase their ad spend, which is only going to increase the money that you make on a monthly basis. Now, you may be sitting there thinking that creating Facebook ads seems like a really daunting and really technical experience, but honestly, in my own words, it is really so far from that. What I'm actually going to do is leave a link to a video in the description down below, which actually shows you how to go through and create your first ever Facebook ad and how to target certain different audiences. And I think it's a really good video. So if this is something that you're interested in, make sure you go and check that out. But realistically speaking, when comparing this way of making money to the previous methods mentioned in this video, this is the one where I see you can really actually build a business. And whilst the others are still great ways to make money, the way that you can actually scale this business and potentially build almost like a social media marketing agency from this is completely endless. Just sit there and think now, how many local businesses around you, despite knowing about the digital age that we all now live in, hasn't even got a Facebook business page, let alone running ads to reach new clients? And yes, they might say to you they don't get the whole social media thing and it's all rubbish. But when you turn around and start showing them the results and talking about how much money that you can actually make them, I'm sure their heads will turn in an instant. But having said that, they are my 4 favorite ways that I think anyone can make money using the Facebook platform. Why do I say anyone? Because I've done it, and I think that if I can do it, then you can as well. Now, if you like this video, then you will most likely enjoy these 2 similar videos that I made about other platforms and the ways that you can make money on them. But other than that, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care, and I'll see you soon.